Well, hey, friends, welcome back to BiblioFiles. It's that time once again, and we are proud to announce to you a brand new season. Emily, title.
BiblioFiles at the movies.
BiblioFiles goes to the movies. We're so excited. Emily and I are introducing this to you because this is one of our principal hobbies. We love to watch movies and we love television, but lest you think of us as sitting in our living room and staring at a screen instead of doing anything productive with our lives, we actually think that film can be read just as much as literature can, and that there is a list of tropes and techniques that go into filmmaking that are every bit as interesting as the tropes and techniques used by our favorite literary authors. And not only that, the filmmakers of the world often take up great novels as their subject matter.
True. Yeah. So, lest you imagine us it's not that I don't enjoy turning off my brain and like eating snacks and, just lounging in front of the TV. It's not that I don't do that. It's just
We
also
do love
that
popcorn.
sometimes you actually, it's like reading a book sometimes. I tried to lobby for naming this season movies or books too, but nobody would okay that.
Yeah, they're not books, but what they are is stories. They're stories, and frankly, as the medium has become more and more important and larger over the last several decades, moving into long form television where they're basically writing novels for the screen, right? We're getting 10, 12, in some cases hundreds of hours of time with our characters and time to develop these complex plots. And a lot of the great writing talent that is running around in the world today is doing it in screenwriting rooms. And so we are really excited to turn our attention as a team to the great medium that is film. But as we said before, we wanted to baby steps. We're going to go baby steps in that direction by taking as our subject this season literary adaptations, by which we mean books that have been taken and turned into films. And we're going to talk about some great ones. We're going to talk about some terrible ones.
I mean, it's a really controversial topic, right? Like
Right.
you get a book lover and you talk to them about like a movie that's been made out of their favorite book and they get passionate about it.
Oh, it's definitely true. Well, I mean, can you actually think of an adaptation that doesn't have all fans of the novel turning into like an angry mob and ready to tar and feather people for even saying they're as good? I
It's
mean,
real. It's a real phenomenon. I am trying to think if I have partaken of that. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I've ever gotten that passionate about a film adaptation. I mean, I'm passionate about the medium, but like I'm trying to think of a time when I was so offended by the film. Maybe The Hobbit.
The Hobbit was terrible, but here's the way I think about this stuff, and this gets me in hot water with a lot of my fellow book nerds. But I go into a movie expecting to be entertained and trying to enjoy myself. And a great example of this would be the Lord of the Rings franchise. Those films were excellent. Now, before you throw a brick through my window or something, I'm not saying that they are the that they are a perfect reflection of those great works of fiction. But what they are is a faithful one. The director, Peter Jackson, did his best to faithfully represent what happened in the story and to give it the tone and the gravity and the importance that he felt the novel had. And so I appreciated that and enjoyed those films. The Hobbits were terrible. Don't ever bring them up to me again. But anyway, in this regard, what we're going to try and do is elevate film a little bit, treat it seriously, talk about it, and apply the CenterForLit treatment.
Yep. Unless you think that we're the only voices in this conversation, the other members of the Bibliophiles crew were quite passionate about the adaptations and opinions were had
Oh,
loudly.
you guys are in for a treat. There are some fisticuffs. I won't name any names, but Missy says a lot of things in this season, and we're really excited. We're really excited to share it with you. So, without giving away the films that we are going to address, we will leave you with an invitation. Please do come and listen to this season, and if you'd like, watch the movie before you listen to the episode, so that you are conversant with the subject matter that we're going to dive into.
Yeah, so our first episode is going to come out Friday, August 26th. And it's going to be an introductory conversation, so no prep work necessary.
Well, Emily, I'm excited.
Me
Are you
too.
excited?
I am excited. This is one of my favorite subjects.
Well, thank you all, as always, for listening. It is a privilege and a joy to know that our words aren't going out into the void. You guys are wonderful, wonderful listeners and a great community. And we're excited to bring to you the new season, BiblioFiles at the Movies.